mind to help you embrace. No more relying on pills they don't know. She's got the strength to help you grow. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Medicine shelves are emptying out. Finding real strength, that's what it's about. No more prescriptions tying you down. With Shayna's help, you'll wear the crown. Ladies, hear the call, it's time to rise. Shayna lifts the veil, opening eyes. No more shadows breaking your day. With her wisdom, fight pain away. Broken paths don't mean you're lost. Shayna shows to bear through the cost. Healing hearts one smile at a time. With Shayna, you'll shine forever and feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep.
Finding the strength deep inside. Shayna Melissa takes us on this ride from suffering to a life so free. Her healing touch, she'll set you free with the heart.
Hey, hey, hey! You know what? She dated Johnny Depp and he didn't even know it. Today, we're going to talk all about cybercrime awareness, love heals everything, and more. I am Shayna Melissa Stockman, an autoimmune warrior, a registered nurse, and a nationally board certified nurse practitioner for well over 30 years who empowers mostly ladies, to get and feel better while reducing your signs, symptoms, autoimmune flare ups, and reliance on meds. I am now known as the autoimmune expert. Today, well, first of all, thank you guys for tuning in. Please comment, like, heart, share this with all those you love to bring more joy and more awareness all about cyber crimes. Today, we are supposed to have a very special guest, but we are awaiting her. In the meantime, if you haven't already claimed your daily dose of positivity, you can scan that QR code or simply go to worldwellnessexpert.com/30 days. This is absolutely no cost. There is no upsell. I've created 31 beautiful screensavers that you can use for your laptop or your cell phone. And each one has another inspirational, motivational, or transformational message. So that's 31 absolutely free, complimentary screensavers to help retrain your brain and master your mindset for more positivity. Again, that's worldwellnessexpert.com/30 days. And our very special guest today that we are awaiting is absolutely, she's a fellow best-selling author. She's also an international speaker. She's a Canadian. I absolutely love my Canadian. She is in the process of flying literally in a world tour right now, international speaking, with her best selling books. And I know she recently went from Canada to Dublin, and I believe today she is in the UK. Miss Denise Halll. These are two of her beautiful books. Now she is since in a third. I highly recommend them. They are good reads. One is a memoir, can we put that back up for a second? A memoir, 1.4 million reasons why. And her other one is Love Heals Everything, a flip and heal book. We are waiting Miss Denise to come on right now. But you know what? Life gets in the way. This might be the very first time ever on the Shayna Show live, because we are live, that a guest is running a little bit late. So stay tuned. We're going to mix it up a little bit. If she doesn't come on in a few moments, we're going to have her back at another time. Okay, in the meantime, if you haven't already, we just recently opened the doors because we had a wait list for our live Reclaim Your Life Power Hour Zoom super workshop. Please reserve your no cost or VIP seat right now. You can scan that QR code or simply go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. There is an absolutely no cost version, and there is a level up to the VIP version. If you like the no cost version, you might have to use promo code NP for nurse practitioner, because I wanted to give this to all my fellow nurse practitioners and whoever happens to see this. That will be, mark your calendars, it will be live. It's not pre-recorded. I took everything that I would want in a super workshop and I put it into this. It's not pre-recorded. It is live. If you can't make it, only the VIPs will get the replay access. So level up to VIP. It is not a 5-day challenge or a 3-day challenge. It is 1 day, 1 power hour. None of the fluff, condensed into all of the gold nuggets that you need. Mark your calendars for this live online event. Wednesday, May 20th at 7 p.m. EST time. It will be a packed power 1 hour live. And if you're in the VIP, the VIPs will also gain Zoom access to the live power hour, an additional power hour right after the power hour super workshop for a much deeper dive to get answers to your questions in real time. Not where you have to submit them and hope your question gets answered at a future time. So the VIPs will be the only ones to gain the Zoom access and additional power hour for live Q&A to answers to your questions, the live Reclaim Your Life blueprints that are digital and printer friendly with all the worksheets and notes, and be given it to you ahead of time to give you a true jumpstart. And the VIPs, I don't know if I can ever do this again, will also gain a mini private confidential consultation with me one-on-one, to be done at another time, for a much deeper dive to guide you in the right direction. Again, I don't know if I can ever offer this at a no cost again and give the VIPs this much for this little and include a private confidential consultation. It takes a lot of my time away, and I am limiting the number of seats because there's only so many private confidential consultations I can give away for less than the cost of a lunch. Okay. So, I hope you join us. If you're suffering from medical mysteries, or you're going to the doctor and you're on all these meds and you're getting side effects and you're still getting worse and you're not getting any better, this is for you. If you're waking up exhausted, this is for you. If you're walking in a room and you're like, what was I just going to do? What was I just going to say? Remind me of this. Leave me a sticky note, a fifth sticky note. If you're always having to leave yourself sticky notes and tell people, remind me of this, remind me of that, write it down, having brain fog, this is for you. If you're waking up in pain, you should not be. This is for you. IBS, weird rashes that come and go. If you don't want meds, or you would like to try to come off some of your meds, this is for you. You are worthy. You are deserving to treat yourself as good, if not better, than you treat the world. So again, what you're going to do is right here, this is, others are paying $47. There is no cost to you when you enter the promo code NP, because I wanted to give this free to my fellow nurse practitioners because I have a big event coming up for them. But then again, I didn't want to charge others and not charge the NPs. So there are no cost seats and VIP seats. I am limiting the number of no cost and VIP seats. So if you want a no cost seat or a VIP, get one now before the no cost seats are gone. You're just going to go to scan that QR or go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim and enter coupon code or promo code NP for nurse practitioner. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, May 20th at 7 p.m. Moving right along, give me one quick second to see where our very special guest is. Hopefully, maybe her plane is just about landing. I am not sure. Oh, I see. I have 23 seconds. I don't know how to join. I'm trying to join. Guys, give me 1 second. Maybe we can put up the reclaim workshop again or the screensavers, and I will get her that link one more time. In peace. Okay, I just sent her the link. Hopefully she will be joining. Now, again, mark your calendars for Wednesday, May 20th, 7 p.m. EST. It is live. It is online. You could do it from the comfort of your couch. If you can't make it, only the VIPs will gain replay access. So I took that $47 price point of the workshop. I gave it to you for free when you enter in coupon code NP. And if you level up to the VIP, instead of $97, I made it only $47 for now. In the meantime, until Miss Denise Halll joins us, scan that QR code and claim your 31 free screensavers with inspirational messages. I am going to introduce her, and when she comes right on, we'll bring her right on board. Miss Denise Halll, she dated Johnny Depp, but he didn't even know it. Today, we're going to talk all about cybercrime awareness, love heals all, and more. Imagine losing $1.4 million to multiple scammers together posing as celebrities online. That devastation happened to today's guest, Denise Halll. She is an international speaker, a fellow best-selling author of true crime memoirs, 1.4 million reasons why, and Love Heals Everything, a flip and heal book. She has well over 1,000 followers. Denise Halll shares education and healing on social media as her handle, Inner Peace with Denise. She inspires others to turn their pain into purpose, which is a similar mission of what I did with my book, Overcoming Life Obstacles. And we're going to ask her a whole bunch of questions, like maybe, how did you become a millionaire in the first place? How can we get in the mind frame of a millionaire mindset? How can we learn to trust again after such a scam? How can we not let that happen to us? And maybe ask her a fun fact, things about her others don't know. And maybe she can give us some tips on cyber scam awareness, as well as maybe what she'd ask her much younger self. So we're just going to give her a quick moment to come right on board. And she is a fellow Canadian, but she's been touring
Shayna, we have a
all.
guest that just joined us.
Yes, bring on Miss Denise Halll. She has been from Canada, but she's touring Europe currently. Woo, 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 woo. And she was just in Dublin. She might be in the UK right now. Miss Denise Halll, we just gave you a phenomenal introduction, and they know all about you. And they've been patiently awaiting for you. And I am so glad that you are here today. Oh my God.
Am I here?
There you are. Yes, international
Oh,
speaker
good.
and fellow best-selling author, Miss Denise K. Halll.
There.
How?
Oh,
Woo, woo, woo. I wanted to first, we just gave you a very warm welcome introduction, and I wanted to congratulate you on your best-selling books and your $1.4 million to multiple scammers and book, and your Love Heals All book, and the series that you're doing right now. And we know you're touring all over from Europe. And what's your last stop or your next stop, in case you don't want to disclose where you currently are?
so can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I have you talking in the background. I got some double things going on. I don't know how to stop it, but as long as you can hear me. So last weekend I was in Dublin, and then on the 4th, we're going to be in London with the Start Over series.
Oh, that
with
is awesome.
Marco
Congratulations.
Robinson. I'm just trying to see
Yes.
how to stop. because I can hear you talking in the background, and it's louder
Oh,
than our
okay. If you have
conversation.
any other
I've
social
never
media
done
on,
YouTube before.
that's okay. If you have any other social medias on, mute them or X out all your other windows that you don't need.
Hang
So
on
just
one second. I'm
yeah,
so
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. And these are Denise K. Hall's beautiful book. She's on all the social medias as Inner Peace with Denise. She has a memoir, 1.4 million reasons why, Love Heals Everything. And she's doing a brand new series, Start Over with Sir Marco Robinson. And, what's funny, Denise, is if you have any other windows open, just X them out or turn off the
I,
volume.
I,
If
I don't know how to minimize the one that we're in.
Okay. And no worries. If you have a phone on, maybe just make sure that volume's off. And I want to share while she's doing that a quick funny story. I had met Sir Marco Robinson a few years ago. And funny thing is, he was so popular. I thought he was a catfish. So I blew him off forever and ignored him. And it turns out he's a real sir. Okay. He has earned that title as Sir Marco. And he is really popular. And he just had his billboard in Times Square, wrote a bunch of books, and's been on a bunch of news and TV shows. And now, when I recently met Denise, she was telling me about her catfish story and how she is collaborating with Sir Marco now on his next book series. So, well, maybe she'll come. Oh, there you are. We see your beautiful face again. So, Denise, I was just saying how a few years ago when I met Sir Marco, and I believe 2022, I thought he was a catfish. So I blew him off for years, and then to just recently reconnect with you and to hear your story about a massive catfish and how you're collaborating with him. So can you walk us through in the beginning, how did you earn, like, I know you lost 1.4 mil to scammers on cybersecurity reasons, but can you enlighten us in the beginning how you got to be a millionaire and what was the mindset that maybe helped to get you where you are?
Okay, so I was in a family manufacturing business. We manufacture heavy equipment and ship it all over the world. I was the vice president of finance. I worked there for over 30 years. I started at the bottom. I actually started working when I was 10 years old. And I started at the bottom and worked my way up to the top. My parents wanted me to be running finance when my mom retired and for my brother to run sales and the manufacturing end of things and to partner and take care of everything together, which we did, and it worked out great. Although it wasn't really my life purpose. As I was doing that, I was taking all these
Ah,
different healing modalities because I had a little breakdown myself because I had
oh,
been in some terrible relationships. I'd been through domestic violence, and then I ended up going through a divorce. And so I started learning about healing because I went to a healer to help heal myself. And so I was doing great, got divorced, everything was okay. But then one night because I had such an unhealed nervous system from being in bad relationships and having a childhood where, like, I learned how to read a room at a very young age. I could read people
mm,
because it was a part of survival. My parents traveled the world
yes.
so, selling equipment, right? So I was alone and very vulnerable in the 70s and 80s, right? The world is still terrible today, but it was really even it was messed up back then too. So I I had an unhealed nervous system because of the relationships I'd been in. And so when Johnny Depp reached out to me on Instagram, I had been learning internet safety for years, but for my kids, not for myself. I was never on the internet, but it was COVID. I was single. I was drinking and smoking weed in the garage by myself, and I got a message from Johnny Depp. He ended up being my best friend for years. He checked on me every morning and every night. He never asked me for anything for 6 months. And then we decided to go on a vacation together. And that I was going to pay for the vacation because we needed to keep it on the DL away from his management and everyone else. Everything made sense, everything lined up. But I was being groomed and psychologically,
Yes.
emotionally manipulated for months and months until he built up my trust. So I started, we were going to go on vacation, sent the money for that. Then, and he was sending me, I got a teddy bear, I got chocolates, I got a bunch of different stuff delivered to my house to me.
So
Um, Yeah.
So
Go
I think
ahead.
it's important. We have so many commonalities. I worked from a very young age too. I was left alone a lot. I had to learn to read the room. A lot of times when you have traumas at a young age, you become hypersensitive to your surroundings and how people act and say and do things. And a lot of times we can give great advice to others, but sometimes we don't think about that advice for ourselves. So it's important for the people to know that they probably targeted you as a vulnerable person because maybe they knew some of your background. And then maybe right away, they were smart enough to not ask you for things right away. So then your guard was down for months and months and months. And then they're giving you little items. So then you're thinking this is real and they're planning
Mhm.
a trip with you. So you're thinking you're getting to meet the person. So you're not thinking in your head, this could be a catfish when they're giving you gifts. They didn't ask you for anything for months. They're willing to meet you.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. And I've also had a cybercrime too, different type. And so it's important for the viewers to know those few key things. They might not ask for money right away. They might groom you for several months before they ask. They might give you little gifts. They might act like they're going to meet up with you to keep your guard down so you don't think it's a catfish.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And
And
that
then,
was just the beginning. It was 4 years and different people in it, because eventually, after a couple of years, I broke up with Johnny because he had so many problems and financial problems that were never ending and putting me under a whole lot of pressure. I finally, for the first time in my life, chose myself and said, even though you're Johnny Depp and I love you, I broke up with him. And then I started dating fake Ryan Reynolds, who was helping me invest money.
now,
Oh,
wait
yeah.
a second. Are they in cahoots, probably?
More than likely. I swear it was a
Okay.
team of people coming at me.
Yes. No, it's and this is good for the viewers to know because sometimes another one validates and then you don't know. When I had a cybercrime, I don't want to give too much about it because I if bad people are listening, I don't want to give them ideas. But it was a team behind it that another person was reaching out and acting like they were connected and the higher person and even phone calls and things like that. And it became very, 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 very scary. And just for the viewers to know, not only do you have the capabilities of blocking them, but I actually reached out to our government organization in the US with 3 letters called FB, you know what. And they were very gracious to help me. So you guys can always reach out to them. So it is good to keep your guard up. Now, can you enlighten us more on how you finally discovered it and how they were together? And what tips can we know to help keep us from falling for something like this? Because they are so good at acting that it
They're
Hmm.
trained in emotional and in psychology and emotional
Yes,
manipulation. They
they know how to
actually
put the
check into
fear.
work, they punch into work, and then they go in and then they have like an AI bot where, because this is how they pick up the lingo of that person, because somebody in Nigeria, there's word patterns, there's things that I notice. I
Yes.
I see these things, right? But there was none of that going on. They put the conversations into this AI chat bot that spits out the right information, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. That's how all the conversations would have went.
Yes. And
Uh,
I've even seen a room of them in these third world countries where lots of them are in one room simultaneously looking at multiple computer screens. And a
yeah.
lot of them are pretty much like slaves there. Like they are trapped, they're
Yeah, some
told,
of them
do
are
this.
human trafficked.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
some
a
of them
lot
are.
of them, yeah, a lot of them, if they don't make so much money or something, then they're either punished or something else, even worse. Wow. So, what were some of the keys that led you to realize that it was the start of a scam?
Just things weren't sitting right and feeling right. And I was also on a really serious spiritual journey where I kept, if you read my book, this is my book here, it's 1.4 million reasons why. Um, the whole time I was in it, I kept having conversations with God saying, this guy is lying to me. Okay. And then it kept saying,
Listen to
send
your
the
gut.
money, send the money. And I'm like, but they're lying to me. But I kept having these conversations with God, and that He kept saying that this was going to lead me to my life purpose. This is what I'm meant to be doing. So, as I was in this process of this 4 year scam, I decided that my life purpose was to help heal people and help heal the world. So, I started writing this book, which you've had up on the screen.
Yes.
trying to get
Love heals everything.
long way. Yes, love heals everything, and it's a flip and heal. It's an alternative to an oracle card
Love
deck
it.
to help people heal their mental health. And so I had to get put through all these tested waters and use these tools to prove that they actually work, is what I believe happened to me on a spiritual level. I know that
What?
sounds really crazy, but it's
No,
I
not at all. And there's so many commonalities. And between your books and my book, because we're both about, I think we both had such traumas to us and at young ages that we became hypersensitive, hyper aware, more intuitive. We need to listen to our guts more. How many times do you say, "Oh, it might rain, I should bring a jacket," and then you don't and you kick yourself, right? I don't remember a time where I didn't kick myself for not listening to my gut when I should have. So we need to listen to our intuition more. And both of our books, like mine, Overcoming Life Obstacles, both of our books are about our own struggles. And we want to save you guys the pain. So you don't have to overcome the same struggles, that we want to show you how we overcame it. Like for my book, Overcoming Life Obstacles, I want to show people to learn from my mistakes so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. And if you're overcoming your own life obstacles, you can learn how we did it to expedite your journey. I want to inspire and motivate you and empower you with what helped me overcome my life obstacles, because I know that could expedite your recovery. Because too much in life, we are learning from our own mistakes, when it's so much easier to learn from someone else's mistakes and how they overcame it. So maybe if I'm going through a cybersecurity scam, I could just pick up Denise's book and be like, whoa, what helped her? Because that could expedite my own journey. And like my book, if you guys are going through autoimmune issues or tragedies, like, I have different authors in the book. If they're going through, they lost a child, a spouse, a significant other, a cancer malignancy, or anything like that, somebody wrote about it in here and can help you overcome your own similar life obstacles. So, now, what tip would you give to your younger self? If you could like warn your younger self before this cybersecurity issue happened, what tip would you give yourself to help maybe abort it from happening?
well, to be honest, I actually wouldn't avoid it.
Oh, because it made you who you are today.
Exactly. I finally love myself. I'm finally living at peace in my life, and I'm the
Woo!
most mentally stable I've ever been because of all the healing and this different, like building this book, all the tools that I was using. I'm not just saying that to promote the book. I'm saying it because it's real. I was
Yes,
forced to use those tools because most people are suicidal when they go through and lose over $1 million. It's so humiliating to say you were in a
yes.
romance scam, especially with celebrities. Like, I think that's extra
Mm,
embarrassing. So honestly, I wouldn't change anything because of all the really good things that are coming out of this. I'm an international speaker now. I'm in the UK by myself. I'm single and I'm totally okay and cool with that. I used to
nice.
always think that you were defined by being in a relationship. You know what I mean? You're kind of raised to think
Yes.
you grow up, you get married, you have
No.
kids. Well, I grew up, I got married, I got divorced, and I have amazing children. And
Good.
now I'm just
Congratulations.
happy on my own.
Yes, and you know what? When a lot of people I've talked to that overcome massive traumas or injuries or malignancies or cancers, whatever it may be, a lot of them say the same thing. They would not change it because it helped them create who they are. And I think the
Yeah.
same is true for me. If I didn't overcome, like for those of you that don't know, you might not know this, I was in full blown heart failure. So if I didn't have all of my autoimmune issues and my full blown heart failure, I might not have known how to overcome and how to empower millions of others to do the same. And I might not be the person I am today. So I don't know. I've never been asked that question, but I don't know if I'd change a thing either, if you come to think about it.
Well, and
Now,
also I'm helping people in a unique niche as well, where they don't have
yes.
money to pay me to help them either because they're being
Ah,
robbed of all their money. But when I'm out there saying, like, it's humiliating myself, I start off my videos with, I'm Johnny Depp's ex girlfriend. He didn't know he dated. I'm meeting so many people that have been through the same
yes.
scam. Like, they're like, I'm dating Johnny Depp too, or I was, or I love him. And I'm trying to find, like, I
Yes.
just have so much. I'm getting a lot of people coming to me now, and I have created a safe space, a Facebook page that you have to get a link from me to get into the group,
Nice.
because all the scammers run the Facebook groups so that they can
Yes,
manipulate you
and
in the
it's
survival
true.
group.
I put on Facebook once or twice about being hacked, like, hey, or something about maybe it was biohacking, but they have
Mhm.
filters and triggers. And then they all started reaching out to me, hey, I do cybersecurity because they have filters that they see my post that has the word hack in it. And then they go right there and they act like cybersecurity. And a lot of those people that act like cybersecurity are not. And I want to bring up a very valid point. This past week, a few days ago, I did a very special event with Kudos Magazine for caregiving for the caregivers. And we had Sheriff Chris Swanson on board talking about security and safety issues and these cyber attacks. And one of the things I learned is when someone, and sextortion is another common one, people that you don't know will text you and they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, you're nice. Can we be friends? And then before you know it, they're sending you a picture. You send them a picture back, a private picture, and then they try to extort you for money. Like, I'll show this on the internet. What I learned in those situations is never give them money, because you know what? Then they're going to look for more and more and more. You're not going to give them money and they're going to delete the pictures. They're going to be like, now
Yeah.
I know she's giving me money. So please, if anybody sextorted you, do not give them money. And they had other cyber things he was saying. So Sheriff Swanson, thank you very much for raising awareness about cybersecurity, and thank you Kudos Magazine for that beautiful. They hosted a complimentary event at absolutely no cost for caregivers last week. And what else can you tell us now? um can you tell us a fun fact about you that many of us might not know?
Oh, a fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, you got me caught off guard there. I wasn't expecting that. Um, a fun fact. What is fun
or
about me?
or something about you that most people don't know.
Well, I keep myself pretty mysterious, so there's a lot people don't know. Um,
Okay, just enlighten
I,
us on one of those things.
I'm an artist. I like to paint. I use that for my
I
mental
did
health.
see that. Yes, that's
Did you
very
see that?
healing. Very,
Okay.
very,
I
very
post
healing.
about a lot of things too, but I'm a grandma. I'm a nana.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, I have another question. Since you brought up sobriety,
Oh yes, yeah.
was there like an aha moment for you? And if somebody's on the fence of, hey, you know what? I don't really have a problem, but maybe it's a problem sometimes, and I'm thinking about the sobriety thing. What advice would you have for those people?
To just try being sober. Try it. I drink water out of a wine glass, so I feel included when I'm at fancy events. So if you see me cheersing with a wine glass, which
Ooh.
last weekend I was, it was water in it.
Oh,
But
that's a
yeah,
good
just
one.
try it, because I drank and smoked weed for many years, but I ended up getting really sick during the Johnny Depp trial because I'm very empathic, and listening to his story and what had happened to him, I resonated with it. So I ended up drinking. I only had 3 glasses of wine, but I ended up in the hospital. And this wasn't the only time this has happened.
Wow.
My body just was rejecting the alcohol, rejecting the cannabis. So I ended up quitting it all now. I
Good.
don't
Well,
drink or smoke. Yeah.
yay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That
I
is
need my
huge.
vessel to be clear to do everything I need to do.
Yes, that is awesome. That is so awesome. So I guess you can help people with that as well. I don't know.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I know I had some cyber issues myself, and I won't go into it in case there's bad people watching. But I guess my tip would be like, don't give them money. If you need to, reach out to the FBI, because the local police are so overwhelmed with millions of scammers that I think it's out of their wheelhouse. And it's scary, and if there's multiple people involved, they can all be in cahoots with each other. And that happened to me. It was very scary. I learned not to give money. And
Yeah.
I also want to come back to the daily dose of positivity. Maybe we can show that for a second. So the daily dose of positivity, it's going to help you guys get in the mindset. If you were cyber scammed, please know that you're not alone, that reach out to Denise, get her book, but also claim your daily dose of positivity. This, I like to say, we like to master the mindset and retrain the brain because we were trained wrong for so many years and pre-programmed. This is 31 positive screensavers. There's no cost to it that give you a different inspirational or motivational message or transformational message every single day for a month. And just scan the QR, go to worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos. Now, I want you to know for the viewers, no, I'm sorry, worldwellnessexpert.com/30 days. If you do go to the worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos, you're going to gain a complimentary copy of the beautiful Kudos magazine. Now, I also, I'm at a loss for words because I wasn't sure about the time difference and if you were popping in or I had to come up with an alternative. Oh, there it is. So I've been collaborating with the beautiful Kudos magazine for 24 issues. Our 25th is coming out. Just go to worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos to claim a complimentary copy. There's a printed version and a digital version. In the digital version, it's interactive. So you can click on me and see me making the recipes, quick, easy, healthy recipes in my real kitchen. And there's other speakers in there. In the Kudos event we did last week, Sheriff Swanson was in there. Abraham Law gives you tips about estate planning and so much more. And then there's tips for caregivers and Abbey Park and so much more. And now, if you want to reach out to Denise Halll on all the social medias, you can reach her at Inner Peace with Denise, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And if somebody wants to follow you, I guess Instagram's your best one.
Instagram is Inner Peace with Denise 519. And my YouTube is just Inner Peace with Denise.
Yes. So definitely
Yeah.
subscribe to my YouTube, her YouTube.
Yes.
Send us connection requests, follow us, share this with all those that you want to help avoid cybersecurity issues. So I guess the bottom line is we need to trust less, right? No matter how much you validate, people might be in cahoots with each other. Always listen to your intuition. My intuition has never, ever, ever lied to me. We need to listen to our intuition more, listen to that inner voice, listen to our heart more, and just follow it. And we just had that reclaim. Yeah, okay. And also mark your calendars for Wednesday, May 20th at 7 p.m. EST. This is going to be not pre-recorded, live. You don't have to fly in somewhere. You can watch it from the comfort of your couch. It's not a 5-day challenge, a 3-day challenge, or a 3-hour. It's 1 power hour. None of the fluff, all of the gold nuggets. Scan the QR, go to worldwellnessexpert.com/reclaim. Claim your no cost or VIP seats. I am limiting the number of no cost and VIP seats. So whichever you prefer, claim it now. Enter promo code NP for nurse practitioner. And then there's no cost to it, or you can level up to the VIP. It's going to be live on a private channel. If you level up to the VIP, you're going to gain the Zoom access, an extra live power hour on Zoom, live Q&A sessions with hot seats, the digital and printable Reclaim Your Life blueprint with all the notes, the worksheets, and a private consultation with me, private, confidential, one-on-one consultation with me at another time for less than you would spend on a lunch. I don't know if I'm ever, Denise, going to offer the no cost again. I've been toying with the idea of doing away with no cost altogether, just to weed out people that just want free. And I've also don't know if I can ever do that much in the VIP and include a private consultation for less than the cost of a lunch. So,
Right? That
guys,
makes
yeah.
sense.
So get the free
Time
while you
is
can.
energy.
Yes, because I give, but it does take money and time to build up all of this. And what else would you like to say to the viewers if they're maybe not sure if they're being duped or they were duped or they're toying with the idea of sobriety?
Okay. So if you are talking to someone online, say you met someone and you're in a romantic relationship with someone and they don't video chat you and they keep having personal emergencies where you
Oh,
have to pay for it, it is a scam. Get out of it. If you get
yes.
caught up in one of these scams where you've been sending money, but they keep emotionally manipulating you, every time you confront them, it ends up being a battle of the minds. What you have to do is just block them. What I did, do you know how I got out
Yes.
of this? It wasn't me
No.
just deciding it was a scam. I said to Ryan Reynolds, if you're real, come and get me. And he knew my address and I blocked him on everything. And he never showed up. And for all the love that he portrayed for me, I knew Okay. Yep, it's definitely fake.
So
But
that's very
unfortunately, I
good point.
spent a lot of freaking money before I did that. I should have did that way before, but I had to learn some lessons
Yes.
so that I
Listen,
could be
listen.
here to be an example to help other people is how I kind of
Yes.
look at it that way.
So that's very good point. So always listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. Make sure you're seeing them live on video. I've even had scammers send a picture, right? You don't know the picture's them. Or they can nowadays they can even send a video clip. It doesn't mean it's them. You want to
Yeah.
be on FaceTime, real time with them. Ask them a specific question and know that that video is giving you a specific answer. Where they have good lighting, they're not like my camera doesn't work.
They
I don't
have
have
to
all
move
the
around the
light.
room. Make them move around the
Yes,
room or go outside of the room because you have to be sitting still in front
yes.
of a camera with a light on you. If they go outside or in their car, whatever, make them
And
move
yes,
around.
say, hey, you know what? Right now, while I'm on the live with you, that there's good lighting, that you're live on with them, not a picture, not a pre recorded video. Ask them to do something specific. Hey, hold up a sign with the letters, the numbers 573 or something, and see while
Yeah.
they're on if they're writing it on a piece of paper and they're doing that because they could pre record, send you a video. And I've even seen this done where it could be they can Google online and find a video clip that says your name in it, like Denise, and
Right.
then send it to you, and you think like this is that person. No, 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 no. It's got to be, and they got to not ask you for money, and they got to be live on video and do what you say and show it up to the video, and then they have to
I
meet
got
you in
voice
person.
notes. I got voice notes from both Ryan Reynolds and Johnny Depp. And then the last time I talked to the Johnny one, I sent him a voice note back in Johnny Depp's voice saying, "This is really easy to do." So, right? Because you can
So
do that.
ignore voice messages with their voice.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Voice
God.
notes are
So
all fake too.
this
Very
is
easily
crazy.
done.
This is
Yeah. Trust no one
wow.
on the internet unless you're meeting them face to face. And anybody that wants money, you shouldn't be dating them anyway. No offense,
Yes.
but no,
Yes.
you don't
And
start
if they
dating
want to
somebody and
meet
start
you,
asking them for money. They're
yes, if they
using
want to
you.
meet,
Even though they're a real person, they're using you. Get out of it. Choose yourself,
yes.
love yourself, and respect yourself.
And also another good point, if they want to meet you, just don't meet them because you don't know who the heck they are, like in the middle of the night. Say, you know what, I'll meet you at the police station. And then walk up to the
Right?
police station at that date and time. No, I'm serious, and show up. If they're legit, they won't have a problem.
I've
And
always
I
avoided
do,
online dating. So then I ended up getting put through this shit using Instagram. Like having these messages come in from Instagram is where they initiated. But I've never gone on online dating. I've signed up, I've looked around, I'm like, ah, and I
yes.
deleted it all.
I do know, I don't know what police department does this. They have a live meet and greet. So like, you know how you sell things online locally and you can meet up with the person? One of the police stations or sheriff stations actually has an area that has 24-hour surveillance by them that you can meet
Wow.
somebody that if you want to sell something on say Facebook Marketplace and meet up locally with the person, you can actually go there 24/7 cameras by law enforcement. So that would be my tip. If you really want to meet up, that definitely they didn't ask for money. You saw them in the light. Their camera's not broken. They don't have Wi-Fi. Don't go for any of that. That you're asking them to do things. And on the video, they will write at that time you ask them, okay, on a piece of paper, write 2, 3, 4 now and show it to me that they're doing it. And then if you're meeting them, it's in a public place in the middle of the day. And I suggest in front of the police station or the sheriff's station, right?
Right?
And if
Yeah.
they're legit, they won't have problems with that. And do you have any other oh, I want to show one thing. Now, also, so I've had my own cyber issues and I won't get too far into it, but that would be tips that I had and they did work in conjunction with each other. I did not give them a dime because I knew it. They said, "Oh, I have pictures of you." And I knew they didn't, right? And they sent me pictures, but I'm like, that's not my butt, right? So, and it wasn't me. But if I was, you get scared because they're like, they told me where I worked. They gave me the address. They called my home phone and acted like the police department. And it wasn't them. And I literally went to the FB, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it eventually stopped. But they were good at what they did. And I'll say one other thing. I just created these. Now, I was snuck I don't know if you heard of a roofie or a Mickey. where somebody sneaks you in your drink a date rape jug. And this is very, very common nowadays. Ladies, never, ever, ever leave your drink unattended, especially even with it's when someone you know, because it's often someone you know that's sneaking you that drug. So please never, ever, ever leave your drinks unattended. If you leave it unattended, don't drink it when you come back. So what I created is this 5-inch sticker. It even fits on the top of a martini glass. And I still wouldn't leave your drink unattended, but what you can do is put it on the top of a glass like this. I didn't prepare to do this. And you can stick it down, the edges. So I don't want to tilt it, but this is a sticker that I have now. And everybody at the annual NP conference coming up next month, where I'll be speaking about autoimmune disorders, is going to get one of these in their grab bag. So, and you can reuse it. It'll just stick on top of the glass and cover it up. I still don't recommend leaving it unattended, but at least if you do this and you're talking to someone, that it's covering it, because it only takes a second for someone to sneak you a Mickey, and it's
And
not
that's
fun.
as almost as common as the scams are now. It's crazy the
Yes,
world, the way the world is now. You
yes,
can't
yes,
trust
yes, yes,
anyone.
yes. Yeah, I had one once, and it turns out it was someone I knew. It was someone I knew, and I would have least expected this person to have done it. So I don't want to get too far into it, but please, ladies, never leave your drink unattended, not even with your friends, and put one of those stickers on. You reach out to me to get them. And any other final tips that we have, or words, or things that you would advise you tell your younger self?
Well, I just thought of a fun fact that nobody knows.
Ooh, they're gonna now.
I can't say my location where I am or the special hill I climbed today because my scammers do watch me and stalk me. But I climbed up a very special hill today. And when I got up to the top, the wind picked me up and blew me over the side. My cell phone
What?
flew halfway down this like little mountain, right? And I was scared. It actually scared me. And I had to find a way to get around the side of this giant hill I was on. And it was all covered in thistles and thorns, and find my phone. And I was really, really blessed to have find some young people from the UK here that came down and helped me. And they helped me actually find it. I didn't think we were going to find it. It was like finding a needle in a haystack.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. And I got my hands have little spots all over them because I've had so many
Wow.
thorns in my hands today. And that's, yeah. So, and then I had a time change mix up. So I did almost miss our call. I woke up from my nap thinking, oh my God, it's 4 hours apart, not 5 hours apart right now. Cause normally we're
Oh,
5 hours apart, but there's two
yes.
weeks in March where we're four. And I wrote down in my book way
Oh.
before I got here that it was at 6, but really it's at 5 for me. So I woke up at
Oh,
4:55, and I'm like, I don't
wow.
even know how to get on YouTube. So anyway,
Oh, yeah, that's why I usually say in EST, and usually like I knew we were 5 hours apart. So then I would
mm,
usually say, 5 hour difference. And then I said like, hey, in 30 minutes or 20 minutes. And
I was
I try.
sleeping, and I don't have my notifications on for my
Oh, I
socials. There's too
tried. I
many, it
tried.
overwhelms me. So
But
yeah,
I do have a funny story that's similar to yours about your phone. Back in the day, I was like, I don't know, 18, 19, 20. I had an apartment. I used to cut through the woods because, when I was poor in college, I didn't really afford a car yet. So I was walking to the bus stop. Those your grandparents tell you a story about walking all the miles and all that. So I was like walking to the bus stop. I would walk from my apartment, cut through the woods to get to the bus stop to take 2 buses to college. And it was a massive snowstorm. And I cut through all the woods. And when I got to the bus stop, I'm like, oh my God, where's my beeper? Now, yes, I'm dating myself. A beeper, okay? Beeper was state of the art at this time. And I'm like, oh my God, where's my beeper? It's not like a phone where you can call it and hear it ring or vibrate. I had to go back through all the woods and all that tons of snow to find my beeper. Yes, I finally gave into a beeper at that time. So I didn't. For a couple of years, I didn't give into the beeper. I didn't want anybody to know where I was. I don't know if you
right?
remember the beeper days.
Oh yeah, I do. I do.
Oh my God. So that was so much fun. And I encourage you to follow Denise on all the social medias, Inner Peace with Denise. Follow me, subscribe to both of our YouTubes, get her books, get my book, get her 1.4 million reasons why, and Love That Heals, Flip and Heal book, and get my Overcoming Life Obstacles. And maybe we get a picture of both of us with our books. I don't know. Since you got your
Oh
book
yeah,
right there.
hang on.
We could do a. Oh yeah, and if you
I
want
don't
my book, you can get the digital at worldwellnessexpert.com/OLO. OLO is the acronym in the book for overcoming life obstacles and optimistically lifting others. It did reach #1 international bestseller. I'm very proud of that status. Wait, can we get a good picture? I don't know. Hold on. I know this. I don't know. Hold on. Wait.
hard.
How did you do that? I need practice at.
I just
Wait.
keep moving around.
Hold on. I'm almost there. Got it? Okay, cool. So get both of our books. I think yours is in Barnes and Nobles as well. Ours is both on
Yeah.
Amazon. And I thank you very, very much. This was a lot of fun. I didn't know backup plan if you didn't come. I'm like, what am I going to talk about? All right. I'm just going to
I know.
introduce you and hope you show up.
I've
And then
never
you did.
gone live on YouTube before with someone, so I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, ah.
And the same thing when I did your live Instagram last week. I had not done that in like forever or with someone else. So that was cool. So we both learned and grow. And there's her books again. And I guess you called it 1.4 million reasons why, because you were
Yes,
duped out of $1.4 million.
exactly. Yeah.
Yay.
More
All right.
screenshots.
And I congratulate you on we're both international speakers. You more so an
Yep.
international speaker than I. So congratulations on
I'm
that.
very
I'm more
excited about London,
national.
England. Yes, that's on
Yes.
the 4th. So if anybody's in London, come watch us. It's with the Start Over series with Sir Marco Robinson, where he has 14 authors in
Yes.
one book. All of his stories
Yes.
of transformation and courage and resilience. So yeah, it's great.
And
I
I
like this one.
almost did that, but life got in the way and I'm just too crazy busy now. But I almost, and I'll still keep it as, on my to-do list for future
Yep.
is to be in that series. But it's so odd that I didn't realize when I met Sir Marco in 2022, I really thought he was a catfish. And then like blow him off for years and then meet you who's connected to him. And then you were catfish, but now you're collaborating with him on that book series. I mean, like, this is just wild how this is coming back full circle. And I
I
feel
had to
bad that
meet
I
him in
thought,
person. After
huh?
everything I went through, I had to meet him in person.
How did you even learn to trust again after something like that?
It's not easy, but like I said, I went and I touched him 3 times before I signed up.
You're like, okay,
Oh,
wait, are
no
you real? Are
joke.
you real? Are you real? Oh wow, you're a real
You are
person.
not AI. Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, and I know he was just in New York like a week ago when he had the billboard come out. And
I think he was in
maybe
New
next
York,
time he's in New York,
Canada,
we'll
and then
connect.
Dublin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's awesome. Well, I want to thank the viewers. Please, thank you, viewers, for tuning in. Drop by hearts, likes, comments, questions. We'll come back and answer them. If you want to connect more or get a copy of a book, we don't know the link, drop down below Denise or Inner Peace. If you want anything to, if you want my magazine, drop kudos. I mean, not my magazine, a magazine I've been in. It's not my magazine, it's Kudos Magazine. Or if you want a copy of my book, drop down Olo. If you want, the upcoming workshop and you don't have the link, drop the workshop or reclaim. Or if you want the daily dose of positivity, drop down positivity. And we will come back and recheck these comments. And again, Denise, thank you very, very, very much for being our very special guest all the way from your secret location in Europe to be disclosed after the fact that you leave
Right?
there. Then you
Once
let
I
us know.
leave.
Yes, yes. And it's scary, but I had to do that for a really long time. But now nobody knew when I was, where I was for a really long time because I had my own cyber scandal where I was off all social medias for a year. And when I came back for another year or two, I really didn't disclose where I was going to be or when my upcoming events were or anything. So, but now
My
I'm out.
scammers reached out to me. The last
Say,
time I traveled, sorry for cutting you off. The last time I traveled, they emailed me, the fake Ryan Reynolds did, and said, I see you're on a YOLO solo trip. I want to meet up with you. Where are you? And I'm like, oh no. And he also said he read my book and he disagreed. We were more than a scam. I say, and he is blocked on all my stuff, but on Gmail, when you block people, you still get it in the
Yes.
junk mail, like in your spam.
Yes. And
So
even when I
yeah, I
block,
never
block, block,
respond, but
they create a new profile, a new name, a new picture. They reach
yes,
out to you on a different social. Mine was calling my home phone. Now, mind you, my home phone is under my husband's name, which is a different last name. So for him to put those pieces together to go to that extent, and I had a brand new job, and he gave me the address of my job, and
yeah.
my
See,
job
now
was
my family business is a worldwide business. We're in magazines and all kinds of stuff, and this is the family that runs it. So I was definitely targeted. There's no doubt about in my mind that I was targeted.
Well, I think if your stupid scammer is watching you now, they should realize at this point, one, you're not falling for that shit anymore. So stop
No,
wasting your time because she already knows, even if you change names or socials.
I'm costing
Two,
them money now. That's my goal in life. Is I'm
good.
right.
And
I'm costing them money.
and two is like, oh, look at that. Woo! Two
How did you
is
do that?
it's through I don't know, one of the apps. I don't know. I just did a certain sign that I don't know, made the balloons pop. Maybe I can make another
This
thing.
or
I don't know.
anything?
But
No.
yes, and two is I'm going to give you my connection to that government agency with the FB in it.
Yeah,
So
only
that
that
maybe
they don't
they
even make a police report. They don't have time for cybercrime. There is no
yes.
resources in Canada. I got nothing from nobody except for a whole
Well,
lot of interest on income tax.
we will also connect you with Sheriff Chris Swanson, who does a lot with kudos caregiving for the caregivers, and
Okay.
he's very pretty popular in Michigan area, but he has connections throughout US and internationally. So we can also connect you with his people. And he's got a lot of great resources. And maybe those of you that aren't already getting my emails, make sure you go to my website and get my email. In the next newsletter, we'll put some resources for you to help you avoid cyber attacks. And if you've had a cyber person scam you, resources that you can go to reach out, and I will reach out to maybe Sheriff Chris Swanson for those resources. Oh, okay. Kudos, worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos. I believe, oh, yes, the next issue that's coming out in a few days is going to have a safety article by Sheriff Chris Swanson in there with helpful resources. So I recommend you guys now go to worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos, claim your complimentary copy of the magazine, and when the next one launches in a few days, they will have Sheriff Chris Swanson's resources in there.
That's
All
amazing.
right.
And in my link tree in my bio, also have a free scam resources in there. You click on that and it'll take you over to my friend Sherry Sperlin's page that does scam awareness. Oh, we got another happy face on there. I don't know how I did that,
Yay.
but
So your best social media to reach Denise is she's on all of them as Inner Peace with Denise. I think on
yes,
Instagram, Inner Peace with Denise 515, is it?
519.
519. Okay, so Inner
Yep.
Peace with Denise. I believe you're the only Inner Peace with Denise. So even if they don't remember 519.
Probably, yes. Yeah. And I'm wearing a
And
crown. You'll know it's me.
yes, and then in her link tree, in her bio, you will get also helpful resources. And then you
And
can
my
get books from
newsletter
there.
as well. Yeah.
And your what?
I have a link to sign up for my newsletter as
Oh,
well.
yes. So get both of our newsletters. This way you'll get all our helpful resources. You can connect with us. All right. Well, I want to thank the viewers again for watching, tuning in. Click that share button. If you have a treasured loved one you want to prevent cyber attacks with, just click the share and send it to them that they can look at these helpful tips and be like, oh, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, viewers. And thank you, Denise, all the way from a non-disclosed place in Europe with your cyber hack attack tips and trades for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you the most success in your book tour, your international speaking tour, and more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me and inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome for being on that Shayna show. It was truly our pleasure. Stay tuned. Oh, next week on the Shayna show, at same place, same time at 1 p.m. EST, wherever you are from the world. It's 1 p.m. next week, EST time in New York. You're not going to want to miss it.
So I hope you enjoyed your flight with us.